All right, it's recording now. All right, so who am I? Oh wait, I'm here with Jaden Lipsey today. How you doing, bro?
Let's go, bro. How you been, gang? How you been?
Been straight, bro.
That's good.
So,
That's good.
Jaden Lipsey right here. Um, he is one of the workers who also helps with the volunteering with the ball shagging during the volleyball games and also during this upcoming tournament. Me and him are also about to be in it, but he is one of my peers. You know, I guess you could really say I guess we could say co-workers, if you want to put it like that. Most of the time we work the same shift, so yeah. So, could you just give me like a rundown, like, well, what made you? The first question I have for you: what made you interested in this? Like, just wanting to do it.
um, so I want to work in sports. I thought this would be like a good idea to build my resume. Starting off, 'cause working in sports is a hard thing to do. So you have to have the resume first, and then the connections. So I feel like me working a volleyball game, like for college, especially for the MEAC, it's like a big thing I can put on my resume because everyone's gonna look at that, and hopefully, like people think that I could work in sports because of what I'm doing, and especially how we gonna like end because the season at the end of the season we have like a big tournament and all that, like all the work's gonna be displayed on TV on live TV. So hopefully someone sees that and says, hey, this guy worked in at the volleyball games for Coppin, and he did a good job. So I want him to work with my company. So hopefully that happens. For me, that's the reason why I decided to work volleyball games.
Hmm. Okay, I agree with that. Uh, so how do you think? So, just based off all the games you worked in so far, do you think you left a positive, like, I guess, a positive impact?
Yes, so I definitely love the positive impact. Sometimes after the games, some of the players, thank me, and I interact with some of the players as well too. I also like for example, like when the other like let's say the opposing team has to like hit the ball and they get a point and the ball goes flying all the way to the other side of the gym. I'm usually like the one really on it like quickly, I quickly get the ball so that the other team, like or our team, doesn't have to get the ball, or waste time getting the ball.
Hmm.
So they also thank me for that too. I also like do a lot of other stuff, like get like chase some waters, get the balls. Like during warm ups, they hit the balls. I get all the balls, put them in the bin, and give it back to them. So like some of like the team managers or like even like the staff are really thankful for me too. So I do think I leave a positive impact. I make it easier for them to warm up and and even play the game sometimes too. So I think I do leave a positive impact.
Hmm. So, basically, to make it short, basically you're saying that even though some people might think, oh, like he's just a volleyball shagger, he's just standing around or whatever. You actually
Yep.
have actually a very important job, um, like very much needed during the games, and they
Mm.
honestly probably couldn't do it without you. So, like that's how it is. But okay,
Mm.
so can you give me like a rundown, just how what is a day in the life for you, like the game day first?
Okay, so let's yeah, definitely. So like I first wake up, so I also practice with the boys, basketball and girls.
Oh
So
before you get into that, talk about so basketball. Uh, so
so
you're the
I
team, no
so yeah
practice player, team
I
manager, both.
yeah. So I'm basically I'm a team manager, team players coach, and like uh practice player all in one for me. So I do a lot for the basketball teams, even boys and girls. So like for the boys, I practice with them sometimes. I work out with them sometimes. Even go to I hit weights with them too. Like I work out with them a lot. Most of the time, I also like I go over a film with them, help them with their work, just do all like the basic stuff. For the girls, I'm a practice player for them, so like I help them go over plays. I play defense with them I play offense with them too. So it's like I'm really doing a lot. How I got into it really last year, I was emailing the coach. So really, my friend Angel, who played on the girls team, got me in connection with the coach from last year and this year, so it was really easy for me to join the girls coach, player, team manager, and practice player. For the boys, I have a couple friends on the team, on a boys team, who put me on to, like, help me with, like, Coach Stewart, who is the coach, head coach for Coppin State University men's. He helped me, they helped me like get in contact, and help me work out with them, like, even like, so I go over plays, all that other stuff, like they put in the work for me. So I think it was like, it's pretty cool that I get to, like, sometimes I get to travel with the boys. Like last year I was traveling everywhere with the girls basketball team. We went to Florida, we went to Virginia, we played a lot of teams, and then Mieka as well, like Howard and all. So I do think it was pretty cool for me to travel with them. And yeah.
Oh, hold on, cause my dog in here. Oh, he didn't get out.
Yo, he didn't get up.
All right, my bad. But okay, so okay, that's what's up. So, do you think um do you think like you built a great bond with the coaches and the players? Like, how do you think your relate? What's your relationship like? It's very
I think
tight.
I have. I think I have a very tight relationship with both coaches, to both girls and the boys. The boys, I text. The coach Stewart, he texted me. Sorry about that. Coach Stu, he texted me, every once in a while. We talk about basketball. I like to talk to him about basketball a lot, because eventually I want to be a coach one day. So I want to pick his brain about what he sees, and what he likes to do in certain instances and all that. And for the girls, I don't really text them as much, because we don't really have connection. They're always busy with the like patches and all that, so I don't really get the chance to text them. But when I do talk to them, it's really about, like, plays, like, going over the plays with them, seeing what they can do, and pushing their players to be the best they can. Like, certain drills and certain, like, like scenarios we have to go over to make sure that the girls are prepared for whoever team they face, you know, in the future or whatever. So we go over that. But I think it's a like I said, it's a cool experience, and I get to, like, learn more, and also put on my resume as well, like learn more about the game of basketball, because to be coaching in college is it's a big stepping stone to anybody, really. Like, that's just like a next step into, like, basketball world. So that I like to, take note of that.
My bad. A little bit tired. But so, do you think like do you think they view you as like, I guess, a coach, but a coach who's on the floor? Well, not a coach, but like, or not a coach who's on the floor with them, because I know obviously you're not playing in the games with them, but like a coach, like not just a personal coach that they like a friend, because you're like almost the same age as them, or around the same age, like
Yeah.
just they can relate to, like something easier.
So
Because I
yeah.
know a
So.
lot of players can't really talk to the coach because
Hmm.
they might be scared or it's just different, but they might find it easier talking to you because you're around the same age. So,
So yeah, they technically, like, yeah. The reason why I say I'm a player coach is because I get the chance to interact with them on, like, a level that no one else really can. So, like, let's say, like, for example, my friend Nelson, like, who hurt himself, working out this night. So basically, my job is to keep him up to speed, like keep him up to, like, the plays, and, like, help him learn. And we have with him, make sure he's good enough to play. That's just with anybody else on the team. Like, so it's like, really, I feel like, yeah, like, it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy. Like, cause now, like, memorizing the plays and falls on me, and helping them get better, and, like, catching them up to speed. So it's really kind of hard in a sense. For the girls, I guess you can say, like, it's that type of relationship. I don't really talk to them as much, because they have their own, like own staff that helps me with that type of stuff. But it's more easier for me to connect with the boys, because I'm a boy than the girl, because they're girls, and their whole play style is different from my play style, or the boys' play style. But,
yeah,
like, definitely, I still have a lot of friends on a girls team who even still ask me, like, what they think about like what they think about how they play, or like what I should do to help them. So I guess you can say for both teams, I'm like a player coach and all. So yeah,
Okay, that's what's up. So,
hmm
because I know we was talking about the volleyball before basketball.
Yep,
So, which
yep.
one do you enjoy more, basketball or volleyball?
Um, I enjoy both the most, but if I really had to pick and choose, like if I had to go one out, I would pick basketball. Like I would, because I love basketball. I grew up playing basketball, so basketball is like in my blood in a sense. So it's kind of easy for me to navigate and like understand basketball more than volleyball is because I grew up watching it and I grew up playing it. So it's a lot more easier. And also I have a connection with like more of, like the basketball players than the volleyball players. So I would definitely say like basketball. I would pick basketball for volleyball, 100%.
Okay. And we getting a little bit over time here, but so I know you were giving me a day in the life. So what are your plans with this, like for upcoming future? Like, what do you want to do?
So in my future, I want to eventually become an event coordinator, and I want to like host my own events for sports, like the Hall of Fame series, where they have like games and college players play in those games on their court, and like they have a lot of branding around it. So I want to do that. I want to host sports events. I want to become a sports agent and work around sports and have close connections with sports players. I already am friends with a lot of sports players who have made it big, like Devin Grant, who plays football for Syracuse, Kyan Anthony, who plays for Syracuse currently, Ian Jackson, who plays for St. John. So a lot of players I have connections with. So I just want to be able to also help play those players too, because a lot of players who don't have like the recognition that they deserve, and I want to get them out there a lot. So help them with their future as well in their career.
Okay. Oh, Jaden, I appreciate you for coming on here, man.
Appreciate you too,
Hope
man.
you have a good rest of the season, bro.
Appreciate you,
Stay locked there and do what you gotta do.
hundred
And
percent.
that's all I got for you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. You be safe, bro.
All right, bro.